All right, here we are. Scorched Earth podcast. Recap of the weekend of Sunday. This is the sports site. Like I said, this week I think we're going to be going to Off the Rails. It's going to be a separate site on YouTube. And I'm going to have some really good guests. You're not going to just have to hear my boring, stupid little voice all the time. Should be nice. You should enjoy it. There's some talented guys, that's for sure. They definitely think outside the box. It's going to be really refreshing. Instead of me and my same old muldrum. All right, if you could, first off, I'm JT. Hit the like and subscribe button. Mean a lot to me. Leave some comments as we depart from this site. And we're off and running for Monday morning, the 10th of March. All right. In the news, the NFL's actually got a lot going on. The Steelers get DK Metcalf. Boy, they sure got rid of him quick. I mean, what does Seattle look like now that they lost Lockett, they lost Metcalf, and they lost Geno Smith? I mean, man, I'm not going to say there's a backroom deal to get Sam Darnold, but there's got to be a backroom deal to get Sam Darnold. I mean, they got a second-round pick for Metcalf. He immediately signed a 5-year, $150 million deal. We don't know how much of that is guaranteed or, phony money or whatever it is, but tell you what, for a second-round pick, that actually sounds pretty good, if you ask me. Now what happens to George Pickens? They were talking about renegotiating or extending his contract. He's in the last year of his deal. I have a funny feeling they're going to make the guy put up this year. They're not going to sign him straight up. They're going to make him earn his money. They got that leverage on him. At best, he's the number 2, and he wants to have his little diva attitude. That's not going to go anywhere. It is going to be interesting to see, are they going to double down on just Justin Fields, or do they go for an Aaron Rodgers? To me, I think they go with Justin Fields. But then it makes you wonder, why did they pull him at the end of the year? And then we watched that kamikaze dive by Russell Wilson. Where does he end up? I don't know. He might be in a beer league team. All right. The Buffalo Bills and QB Josh Allen agreed to a $330 million deal. $250 million of it's guaranteed. He had 4 years on his existing deal, but he was grossly underpaid. He was in the 30s. You want to keep him happy. You want to reward your players that you draft, that you develop. They're doing it. Him and Rousseau. They're both getting, I think, fair market value for what they are. I mean, granted, if Josh Allen was actually a free agent like in baseball, I got a feeling 330 there'd be a 5 in front of the 3 and the 0. The Rams, I guess they're moving on from Cooper Kupp for sure now. Signed Devontae Adams to a 2-year, $30 million deal. I really couldn't figure out how much of it's actually guaranteed. It seemed like $12 million of it is guaranteed like the 5th day of next year's league year. A lot can happen before then. I like Cooper Kupp, real good player. They're just not going to pay him $30 million a year. It's just the bottom line, man. He's going to be cut, I'm sure, just any day now. Just like the Bills released Von Miller. You could see that coming. The guy's been injured the last couple of years. He is a game changer when he's out there, but he was on suspension for 4 games this year for that little kerfuffle with his girlfriend down in Dallas. But I don't know. Von Miller, does he pick up a year somewhere? I don't know. I mean, maybe he ends up in Jacksonville. Maybe someone's going to give him a $6 million 1-year deal just to see that they could still cut after training camp. We're going to find out. If I was him, I'd probably wait till the middle of the year, see what happens. Like Detroit losing Hutchinson. Maybe they sign you for 5-6 games, prorate you out at $5-6 million. I don't know, maybe get you back into the market. The Browns, Myles Garrett, I guess he isn't going anywhere unless he now thinks Cleveland's a contender. They agreed to a new deal which averages $40 million a year. He had a couple years left on his existing deal. I was surprised, and I'll tell you why, because Jimmy Haslam avoided meeting him. He wanted to meet Jimmy, and I thought that was a death nail. When the owner won't meet you, you're the best player on the club. I thought that meant he was gone for sure. But, you need this guy. Now it makes me wonder, if Carter's available in the draft, do they take him or do they trade down? I don't know what's going to happen. We'll get into the draft later, but a lot going on in the NFL. NHL, Ovechkin, 9 goals from breaking Wayne Gretzky's record of 894 goals. I didn't think he had a chance 2 years ago, but boy, this guy he's got his 33rd goal of the year already. I mean, this guy's on track to get 50. I mean, this guy's an assassin. Passed 1,600 points, 11th player to do it. Impressive career, no doubt about it. Is he one of the 20 greatest players of all time? Maybe. Top 10, no. No, but he's had a heck of a career. Got him a cup. Might get him a cup this year. Washington's deadly. NBA, the depleted Mavericks closed out their loss to Phoenix today with only 7 active players. Well, when are we going to get to it? When are we going to just fire Nico? Nico's screwed up. He's not going to get a job in the NBA. The only job he's going to get with Nike is selling shoes, okay, at Big Five or at Dick's. That's as close as he's going to come to getting back into the shoe industry. This guy is toxic as toxic can be. I wonder what this guy thinks of. He went to the Laker game when the Mavericks played the Lakers last week, and I was like, wow, man. The Lakers fans should be coming up and just giving you back rubs and buffing your shoes and bringing you free beers because, wow, you are better than Santa Claus. Santa Nico. That's what I call you. All right. Finally, got the PGA Tour. This is the thing I give you the most. I try and give you every week on what I like in the betting market. Russell Henley chipped in for Eagle on the 16th to win by 1. I liked Russell Henley. I did not pick him to win. I took Matsuyama, who ended up at even par. Russell Henley is one of those guys who plays really well on tough courses. Really well, like the Memorial, just the tougher fare out there. I don't know. I don't really want to give it to Russell. He earned it. But Morikawa, man, that dude just has a way of choking. They're talking about, it's not been that long of a drought. I remember at the Century, the Hawaiian Open, 15 months ago, when he had a 7-stroke lead, I had a ticket on him. I had a ticket on him at 20-1. And he has a 7-stroke lead coming into the final turn, and then Rahm just chased him down. I think he won by 3. I was like, how does that happen in Hawaii? Hawaii is like Palm Springs. It's the easiest course in the world. How do you shoot 6 over in the final round or whatever he shot? Oh, my God. He is a really good golfer, but I'm telling you right now, when we get the players this week, we get major championships, I'm not picking this dude. No, his throat gets a little tight. Greg Norman's style. He's won a couple majors. I'll give him that. He sure has. Just like Greg Norman. But the throat muscle gets really tight when there's pressure. I still love Nick Faldo chasing him down by 5 strokes in that final round. F. Greg Norman. All right. Matthew Kim got a top 10. I predicted that, plus 500. You go to the bank on that. Daniel Berger got a top 20. That was plus 230. Okay. I'm doing good. We're up money for the week, right? Matsuyama didn't get there. That was my pick to win. Eric Cole, last place. Last place in this tournament. Pockets 53 grand. Oh, my God. All right. Scotty Scheffler is 4 under, 11th place. There's something wrong here. He's still top 10 guy, but this isn't Scotty of the last 2 years. I just don't see him turning it on this week at the Players. He's going to be 5-1. No. I don't know who's going to win the Players. I really got to do some deep dives on it. But there's something wrong in his game. I don't know what it is. I'm watching this guy, and there's just something off. And I just can't put my finger on it. I'm telling you, and I'm the only guy who's going to tell you this, something was weird about him cutting his hand in the cooking accident in December. I'm just telling you, it just sounds fishy. There's something going on there. We'll see. Could be wrong. I've been wrong plenty of times before. I won't admit it, but yeah. Keegan Bradley, 7 under, 5th place, 29 on the front side. Guy just shot lights out. I will say this. I am kind of intrigued. We got the Ryder Cup this year. It's coming to America. And the prices they're charging at Bethpage are just obscene. I think it's like $800 for a day pass. For a day pass. Right. Okay. Yeah, okay. There we go. $800. $800. That's not VIP. That's a day pass. I wonder if America loses, what are they going to say about Keegan Bradley's very, very busy schedule on the PGA Tour? He's playing well. I don't blame him. But therein lies the rub. If they don't win the Ryder Cup, they're going to say, well, he was preoccupied with his own golf game. It's a delicate dance right there. It's a delicate dance. If he wins, it doesn't matter. The winners get to create the narrative. And America should be heavily favored here on our own soil. But I've always said this, when it comes to Ryder Cup, Europe's got the better team. They got the better camaraderie, and I don't know how they do it. I don't know if it's we've got 12 Patrick Cantlays who are individuals who come together for 3 days and do their thing. But, hey, whatever, right? All right. If you could, hit the like and subscribe button, even though we're moving to the new channel this week, and leave some comments. I'd appreciate it. And I will see you back here tomorrow.